The sad truth of this video is that a majority of you guys watching are most likely going to fail with dropshipping. Now, this is not a video to scare you guys away from dropshipping, but simply to inform you guys of the mistakes that beginners make and how you can avoid them and then have a better opportunity and chance to actually make dropshipping work. Before we get into it, be sure to leave a like on this video and then also click subscribe if you guys are new to the channel because I post daily dropshipping content. Now that is out of the way, let's get into this topic. One of the main reasons a majority of people starting dropshipping never will actually become successful is because they take shortcuts. The practical examples are stealing people's ads, stealing people's websites, copying people's everything, and not actually putting their own spin on the product or the targeting or anything in regards to that, which if you copy someone, you're most likely not going to get better results than them, and you will, in a sense, self-limit yourself by just doing that. One of the concepts I preach is taking a product and finding a winner, finding a good website, and taking note of how they're doing everything, but put your own spin on the product, maybe not even the product, but just improve your website in one aspect, whether it's shipping time, customer support, pricing, anything like that will give you an edge on your competitors, and also they'll set you apart from your competitors, which is definitely important, especially in 2020 where it's sort of a bloodbath of just battling it out and stealing people's products and doing all that stuff. So the first thing is a majority of people take shortcuts. So definitely try not to, or you will most likely not succeed with dropshipping. And I'm saying this because I was at once the person who took shortcuts. It didn't work. It wasn't until I started doing my own thing where it started working really well and making me a lot of money. Another reason a lot of people fail with dropshipping, including myself, because I haven't always been doing well with dropshipping. There was a time when I was terrible at it, and I'm saying that with full honesty. Like, I was bad at one point with running my stores and running ads. The reasoning as to why I didn't make dropshipping work at the time was because I didn't invest enough time into the business. So for myself, I'm now putting in hours every single day working on my store, creating new stores, finding new products, running ads, making sure all of my team is doing the right things, and then also scaling ads. I'm doing a lot of stuff on a daily basis, which will in turn allow me to learn more stuff and have a better edge on all of my competitors and just overall grow to become a better dropshipper and marketer as a whole. Now, when I first got started, I didn't dive in completely into the business model. I was doing it as a hobby. I would run the store, and then some days I wouldn't really do much. One day a week, I would reach out to influencers. It wasn't something that I was investing time consistently into, which is why I didn't make it work. In order to actually make dropshipping work, you have to invest a lot of time into it. It took me 2 years to realize that, which was last year when I realized that I had to go hard and just focus solely on that and not cut off a lot of friends or anything like that. But in turn, when you work hard on something, you don't have the time to do a lot of the fun things that you normally do when you're not really running a business successfully. You tend to have a lot of more free time. So now I'm at the point where I'm scaling stores to 6 figures monthly, and I don't have a lot of free time now, which is fine, but just understand you have to invest a lot of time into this business model or you won't make it work. It isn't like you're going to put in an hour a day of work for a week and then you'll make it work. Personally, I like to think of it as something that I want to work to deserve. So if I work hard enough and I put in enough time, I will essentially deserve to make the amount of money that I want to make. That's why for the longest time I wasn't really making dropshipping work, because I didn't do enough to where I wasn't deserving of the amount of money that I was hoping for. I actually found one of my whiteboards from 2018, and my goal for that year was I wanted to make $1,000 every single 24 hours. And now I'm at the point where this is this month. I'm hiding the orders because I don't want to give away my AOV, but let's have this focus. $137,000 this month of August, and it's August 13th. So I've grown a lot and my goals have gotten way bigger, but it's because I've been putting in work and I've been putting in the time. Overall, just be sure you guys are dedicating a lot of time into this business model if you actually want to make it work. It isn't a hobby, it's a business. Another key point is a lot of dropshippers, when they're starting, they're focusing on product example videos. So I've made videos like that. A lot of YouTubers make them because they help people find products, and they also help people get that creative mindset flowing in their head, because before you find a winning product or before you have your first winning product, you're kind of clueless as to which product will sell well. So once I had my first 6-figure product, I went from knowing nothing or knowing a little bit to then knowing what a product that I can scale to 6 figures looks like. Now, I'm not saying you can't test any of the products. I'm just saying don't rely on that. So create your own strategy and method for finding products, and then also take note of people posting videos and explaining certain products and why they should do well. But again, don't rely on it, or you will most likely just do what the herd does. Now, one of the things I do on my channel is I review people's websites, and when I review a lot of your guys' websites, and you guys submit them on Instagram, so if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, shameless plug, link in the description. Like I mentioned though, I review a lot of your guys' sites, and a lot of the time, people are not putting in enough time for product descriptions. Now, I was once that person who only put in a few sentences in my product description, And that never worked for me, if I'm being completely honest. It wasn't until I pivoted into using long descriptions and having tons of visuals on my website for the product where I actually started making a lot of money. Now, I know that may be a little hard for you guys to actually write descriptions. You may be like, how do I do this? I would suggest trying to find competitors, and then don't copy their website and their product description, but just use it as inspiration to then go ahead and write your own longer product description that is more in depth on the product, that sells the product more, because that is where you'll start converting a lot more of your traffic into purchases. Again, I've ran Facebook ads towards sites that have a 2-sentence product description, and it just doesn't really work unless your product is unreal. Most of the time, it just will not work. Another reason a lot of dropshippers fail when they're starting out is they don't invest in custom content. I'm not referring to stuff like top-notch ads, which is where I get my videos done. I'm not referring to that. I'm actually referring to sending your product out to people and having them film reviews of the product, having them film example demos of the product, having people film all of those videos. People don't do that, and even experienced dropshippers do not do that. I personally do it because it sets myself apart from all of my other competitors. Now, the main reason a lot of people don't do this is because it's a little more expensive, which is why experienced dropshippers have an edge over people just getting started, and it's very difficult to actually start making money if you're a beginner because you probably don't have a crazy amount of money. That's why you're getting into dropshipping, which is, again, another thing that I'm mentioning as to why beginners don't make it work, because you're trying to compete with people like myself who I can spend a few $1,000s on custom content and beat out all of my competitors, which is what I do on every single product I sell. My suggestion for how to counter that is find products that haven't really been talked about much, haven't been sold much, and get in there to make a little bit of money, get your foot through the door, and then go ahead and start getting into more products that maybe are a little more competitive, where you can still compete with all these competitors by getting custom content and setting yourself apart from others. This next point that I'm going to mention, there's no quick fix for it. It's not like you can just adjust something and you'll have this problem solved, so keep that in mind. But most beginners, when they're starting out, they haven't developed a creative mindset to find new angles for products that have already been sold. I get this question asked a lot, like, hey Sebastian, how do I find new angles for products? Or how do I find interests that haven't really been sold in much? All of those questions, they're good, but you have to understand that you will answer the question yourself if you just take action and stay consistent. I've been doing dropshipping for over 3 years now, so I understand how to find new angles for products, and then also how to find some untapped interest that I can target on Facebook and in turn have a higher ROAS. Now again, this isn't something where you guys can develop it overnight, but if you stay consistent with dropshipping, this will be a skill that you will acquire. The next reason a lot of beginners fail with dropshipping is they don't spend enough time and money on Facebook ads. Now, I know, again, if you're starting out, you probably don't have the budget to spend a ton of money on Facebook ads, but I get messages of people saying like, hey Seb, I got 10 clicks and I got no purchases. Is my ad bad? Are my products bad? What's going on? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I get over 10 clicks in the first few minutes of a new day on my stores, so it's not like their ads are bad, or it's not like your product is bad or anything like that. It's just that you aren't giving Facebook enough money to actually go out and acquire customers. Now, Facebook has to understand who your target audience is. If you don't give them the tools needed to do so, they will not find your target audience, and then in turn, you will never get purchases with Facebook ads. It's just how it works. Personally, I suggest having at minimum $2,000 to kick off your dropshipping career. If you're doing Facebook ads, if you're doing influencer marketing, you definitely have a chance to make it with less than $1,000, but nonetheless, you still should have a good amount of capital to play with so that you can test ads and see what works. This last point I'm going to mention, I see it happen every single day in my Instagram DMs. People message me asking very specific questions on a daily basis. And if you rely on YouTubers like myself and other people posting dropshipping content, if you rely on them to have success with dropshipping, you will not make it work. I was never one of the people who commented on videos or DM'd the person who I'm watching their videos. And I'm not saying don't DM me or comment on my videos. I'm just simply saying I was one of the people who took some information, figured out that I can set up a Shopify store, link it to AliExpress, and sell products on there and mark up the product. I took all of that information and then I went on my way and just never gave up. And now I'm here where I'm generating multi-six figures every single month profitably, which is great and all, but just understand that when you're getting started, do not rely on people to have success. You should definitely take that into your own hands. I get DMs every single day of people begging me to answer a specific question that isn't even that complex. And if you rely on people like myself, you will most likely fail with dropshipping because you have to become self-sufficient and solve your own problems in this world. No one's going to hand you anything. So keep that in mind if you are starting out with dropshipping. Now, again, I'm not saying don't DM me at all or don't comment on my videos. I'm just simply saying become a little bit self-sufficient and you will be better off. That's going to wrap it up for this video as to why most people will actually fail with dropshipping and why a lot of you guys watching this video might not even make dropshipping work. Now again, I'm not saying all this stuff to scare you guys. I'm just saying this. Now if you guys do want to make dropshipping work, take all this information and let it soak in and actually understand and analyze what you're doing and see if you are making some of these mistakes, and then if you are, completely change what you're doing and make sure that you are setting yourself apart from your competitors. The main thing here is just stay consistent though. If you don't give up, it's very hard to not succeed. And I'm saying that with confidence. I'm living proof. I just started and I haven't given up for the past few years. And now I'm to the point where I'm making pretty good amounts of money every single day. And I'm super grateful for that. But it didn't come without hard work. I hope you guys did get value from this video. If you did, leave a like and click subscribe below because I post daily dropshipping content. And if you have questions, comments, or future video recommendations, you can always drop those in the comment section below. But other than that, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.